Episode 20, I think. Going to be another weird episode, just like with Chapter 3. Except weird in a different way. For Chapter 3 I recorded, I guess, an extra supplementary episode to fight the secret boss mainly, all that stuff. And I guess I spliced in a bunch of footage of me getting the egg on a different save file, weirdly. I wanted to do something similar here for Chapter 4, but of course I already fought the secret boss, if you could call it that. Knowing what I know now, again thanks to outside help, I don't actually need to, like with Chapter 3, start another save file from the very beginning and replay all of that stuff. I should be able to get the egg just by reloading my latest save file here, which I guess is right in the middle. So let's do that. Among other things. This is also going to be weird because there was extra stuff that I already did after you beat the chapter and load back in, which I guess I'm going to add in into the end of the episode here, after I do this first set of things that I want to do first. It's going to make sense later, hopefully, depending on how I cut it. I recorded all of that stuff initially after I cleared the game. Wasn't sure if I was going to tack it on to the previous episode, episode 19. Wasn't sure if there was going to be enough footage for its own episode. But now that I'm doing this, I guess I'm deciding that I'm going to record some footage here of doing, well, just some things that I heard about through word of mouth, that I can still do here on my save file in Chapter 4, and combine that with the footage that I got in the previous recording. First things first. Heading back down. And further still. All the way back to the old man's study. So first of all, this thing. This was previously a door for progress, but I guess there's something behind here that I only heard a little bit about. There. And then the dog itself. All I know is that this is a race. I think I know the general strategy of how you're supposed to do this. Just like utilize your speed boost from the jump. I think we're keeping pace, maybe. It's been straightforward enough so far. Don't think I've made any big screw-ups yet, although I kind of ran into the wall there. Okay, well, that's great. I was starting to fall behind. No, that's cheating. I can't jump anymore. Come on. If I could have jumped, I would have done that slashing move that Chris does whenever Chris jumps. On the dog. But I guess I'm not allowed. Was I actually too slow? Oh no. I guess it was a joke. What were we racing for? You opened the treasure chest. Inside was dog dollar. Okay. Was there supposed to be one of these in every chapter? Each dog dollar? I think we got one from Chapter 2. Don't remember where. Wasn't that like when we got run over by the dog, it was also the egg room? And then in Chapter 3, it was just from the gotcha machine. which I think I did in this save file. Don't know if there was like an entire thing with the dog like this in chapter 3. Don't think there was one in chapter 1 either, unless I'm forgetting. Well, we did it, I guess. It's closed now. Sealed by a canine force. Got it. There's probably all kinds of secrets like that I missed that I could have done by backtracking. I mean, I hugged the wall that one time. There's a lot more other things that I could go back and try to check, but I don't think I'll be doing all of that. What I mainly want to do is over... which way? Right, I guess it would be over in the tower. I call it the tower, it's... I guess it's just this part of the sanctuary. Feels like a tower was how you're constantly climbing up. So I need to make my way back up to... I think through here? Maybe I need to take the first flame or something, I don't remember. Let's try to avoid these. Alright, that worked out. I think it was in this room, yeah? Yeah. The secret pass. I was already down here before in my other save file. Or in my previous episode, same save file. And what I needed to find was over here. So a little bit of an update on the whole egg thing that we learned from the man in Man Country in chapter 3. Based on my conversations, again through word of mouth, telling me, pushing me in the right direction, turns out the windowsill that's on Saturday, that whole hint, is referring to these windowsills. I think I maybe, possibly commented on that when I came here the first time, but I don't think I really fully believed that this would be where the egg was. I think I previously believed that the windowsill had to do with chapter 3 or something, and that the next hint on Sunday, chapter 5, would be today, chapter 4. But chronologically speaking, I guess chapter 3 didn't really have any hint that corresponds to the man's schedule, which I guess makes sense because you got the schedule from chapter 3, so you don't need a hint there. So the windowsill thing refers to this, I guess. And I was told that I should be able to walk into one of the windowsills or something like that. I'm actually going to start from the very end here, next to the moss. Also importantly, I think I also heard that you can't share the moss with Susie this time. Maybe that's incorrect. Again, word of mouth, not entirely the most reliable, but... I guess if I can get the egg in this save file, I can maybe accept that Chris ate the moss by themselves and is the moss most, while Susie is just the plain old acts of justice. So it seems like there's kind of collision here between every window, so you can't just like hold diagonally into each window. You have to stop and check every one. If I was persistent enough about the whole... Oh. Right, I guess it kind of makes you take a shortcut back after you reach the end. Yeah, if I was persistent enough the first time around when I was exploring this area, maybe I would have actually checked each window if I really believed that the windowsill did apply to this chapter on Saturday. Just didn't realize it, but now I know. And that means that the whole wheat thing has to be for chapter 5, so we'll remember that. That is, if chapter 5 does actually take place on Sunday, which it should. Chapter 4 ends at night. This might take a while, but I mean, I'm gonna do it. If I don't find it by the end of this, then maybe I'll need more outside help. Or I could just look it up. All the secrets are out there on the internet by now. This is just the last major thing that I want to do before calling this game, or this recording series, done for now until Chapter 5 comes out. Eggs, secret bosses, main story, things like that. No weird out shenanigan plans yet. Though based on Chapter 3's involvement with the weird route, even in the main story, maybe I'll even consider doing that down the line. It depends. I might not even be checking these right. I haven't been pressing the interact button. I've just been walking into the windows. I say that the hint that I was given was that you could walk into one of the windowsills, but I guess more concretely I was told that it was just in this room. That it has to do with something in this hallway. Don't remember exactly what the hint was. Oh, there we are. There's a peculiar book here, read it? Oh no. Should I be afraid of pressing the wrong button? I think I should be. Well, let's do no and then, okay. Give me a second. Alright, just that one bookshelf. There's a weird sheen. I think dust or something? Was that always around in this chapter? It might have been. Alright, let's read it. And so wept the fallen star, making rivers with its tears. Then slowly, from the bitter water, something grew. It looked like glass. What? Can I read that again? And so wept the fallen star, making rivers with its tears. What might this be an analogy to? Starwalker, obviously, but we know stars kind of have to do, I think, with the night. I think those were stars that came out of that one attack. We know the Shadow Mantle blocks against dark star attacks, so I'd assume that the night uses dark and star attacks. But it could have just been that star only applied to Tenna's attacks, which were literally stars. So maybe the night was only dark, and has nothing to do with stars. Those kind of six-pointed things might have been something else other than stars, but I don't know. There are other things that it could be other than the night, though, this imagery. Rivers with its tears. Then slowly from the bitter water, something grew. It looked like glass. So yeah, a fallen star creates water, like rivers, and that creates glass. And we know the shadow crystals are like glass, basically, right? In fact, we have one equipped, or something like that. I think. At least this is a thing. Oh no, that's a new description. Let me see that again. You held the crystal up to your eye. For some strange reason, no matter how you look, the prophecy's text does not warp in the crystal's lens. As if Chris was expecting that? Maybe Chris was doing all of this. Maybe I was helping Chris do all this stuff with the shadow crystals, this optional side thing, secrety, whatever, so that we could change the prophecy about, well, just change the prophecy. But it seems like that might be a no-go, at least so far. But yeah, when it comes to glass, that's the only thing I can think of that's important enough to be related to a fallen star creating water that turns to glass or something. I guess it would be like ice. And ice has a connection with Noel and Des and the rest of those holidays. I guess the glass could also be the stained glass the prophecies were made out of. Not too important. I'm sure there are better theories already out there. Just my own thoughts, I guess. Roots. A house among the trees. I guess this might be Chris's house, Chris's roots. I heard something in between. Something in between. It was mixed up. Grow the tail. The pointed forest, the wood, lost children were followed. The poor children. So this is mixed up. Oh wait. Forest the followed, wood lost children were tail, pointed grow the. Seems like it changed. Yeah. So this sentence has something, or rather it has to be rearranged to mean something. I assume lost would be first because it's capitalized, notably where isn't, so it's not just the first word. Would be like randomly rearranged and then gets capitalized. Unless lost is like proper, but I don't think it's part of a proper noun because it's the only one capitalized. Let's do one more randomization. Does grow always come before the comma? Children go lost where forest tail. I'm gonna memorize that and try to compare again. Damn. Children grow lost tail, forest tail. Okay. So individual words remain consistent, of course, but they don't seem to retain like phrases. As in like two words aren't going to be stuck together all the time. That would make things easier if there were at least like pairs of words that get mixed around but always stay in the same order. So it seems like I'm gonna have to take each individual word here and try to come up with a sentence, but I was thinking that maybe with this randomization, if things were paired up, you could isolate the pairs or trios or even more, and just determine how to fit them together based on that. But no, I think you just need to look at each individual word here. Lost children. Is lost children always a thing? No, okay. Right, so no, it's always individual words. I should know this already. So lost, what could follow lost? Lost where the forest children grow? Lost where the forest would go, children followed the pointed tail? Something like that. Lost where the children would grow? The forest followed the tail? No. Does pointed tail make sense? Lost. I'm probably going to have to get more help for this again, or just straight up look it up at this point. But knowing how hidden the chapter 3 egg room was, and that one was really hidden, I can at least assume that there might be something throughout the entire chapter that I could at least try to look around for. If I can at least make some sense out of this. Are there any more combinations I could do other than that one that I thought sounded maybe good? Lost where the forest would grow, the children followed the pointed tail. That's all I have so far, but what about lost where the... Does it have to be the force growing? It could be children growing, the tail growing. I think it would have to be would grow, because it can't be like lost where the forests grow, or lost where the... I guess it could be lost where the children grow, like a house. Children grow in a house after all, roots. This guy follows up with the poor children, so it sounds like the children are doing something not great in the actual reconstructed thing. Hey, wait a second, does tail always come before the period? It does, yeah. And grow always comes before the comma, unless I was mistaken. No, yeah, so that at least gives you a bit of a hint. It could be lost children, because this guy says the poor children, so lost children followed... No, but then we would have to have grow before the comma, so I don't think the followed would be before the comma. I think that's the second part of the sentence. Lost children where the forest would grow followed the pointed tail. No matter how many times I try to recombine this, all I'm really getting is following a pointed tail where a forest would grow, I think. I'm afraid we don't really have a pointed tail to follow around here. I mean, we've got trees here, but this room might just be like the beginning of the search, right? And then just like in chapter 3, we're gonna have to like do some crazy backtracking to find where exactly... Well, for chapter 3 was where the trip ticket was pointing to. In this case, we would have to find where this forest is somewhere in this chapter, in this dark world. And go back and find some kind of pointed tail. I don't think the pointed can refer to anything else. There is no in as part of this sentence, so it's not like lost in the forest or anything like that. I think it would have to be lost where, or lost children where, or... Yeah, I do think it is lost where. Lost where the forest would grow. The children followed the pointed tail. That's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, that's really all I was given. That's like a hint or whatever. That we could find one of these windows. So it's this one, yeah? Third from the... Second from the... Wait. Fourth? Fifth? Did I? Where'd it go? You know what? I think we triggered some kind of like reloading. Like a stitching of the area or something. Yeah, it just like shortcuts you back whenever you head to the left. Well, crap. I don't know where to find where the forest would grow. That could be anywhere. Alright, gotta do this again. Wouldn't be over here, right? Before I start looking around like every nook and cranny, gonna do what I did in Chapter 3, because I did end up having to cut out most of my search for the recording. Hey, wait. Is this anything? Stairs go here, but oh wait, no, it's just another route. Alright, here we are. So let's reconvene in the study. How about that? Oh wait, wrong place. Is that the river person? No, that's Ralsei. I was just thinking back to Undertale lore, so seeing the hooded figure. But no, of course that's the prophecy about Ralsei. Alright, so first of all, let's just say the legendary heroes are going to take turns sitting in the old man's chair. They saw it was really comfortable after the old man was writing his letter in it and decided they wanted to take turns in it. So while they're doing that, we're going to fade to black, I think. And if it so happens that my search doesn't yield anything, we can say that I am going to cut back in after that fade to black, after having looked things up. And back in, I suppose. The legendary heroes had a swell time taking turns sitting in the chair while I faded to black, and definitely cut out my entire search. I'm definitely going to cut it out because I couldn't find anything down this route, or down this route, or up and above and wherever else I could find. I found a bunch of funny dialogue and found a bunch of things that were previously statues or whatever, giving more funny dialogue. Nothing that I'm actually going to continue, or that I'm going to include in the video, because I couldn't actually find where the egg was. Turns out my search for where the force would go or whatever was futile from the start. Couldn't get in contact with my usual source of information, so I ended up just looking it up this time. At least ended up looking up the next step. And it turns out there was no force for me to find from the mixed up message. If I even decoded that properly, I still don't know if that's right. What I need to actually do is go back to that room where the hint was. Turns out it's not like a Chapter 3 situation where you had to... Crap. Where you had to go back all the way through the entire level to find where the red X was. I was doing that to try to find where this tree might have been. Damn, not enough TP. And of course the tree that I was looking for wasn't there. It turns out the next step of this thing is actually much simpler. Something that I would have tried before Chapter 3 maybe. But because Chapter 3 was so weird, so different in finding where that room was, I guess I immediately set out on this wild goose chase, this wild tree chase or whatever. Incorrectly. Alright, and here we are. So which one was it again? I think it was like past one or two of these guys, or maybe even 3 of them. I think it's at least 2 that we have to pass. Pretty sure it was past this guy. And he was like all the way off the screen. I know it was like further to the right. Actually, it might have been past this guy too. So this guy should have been off screen by the time we ran into it, I think. Was it even past the fourth guy? I guess it might have been. Or could it even be random? You know, I still don't actually know concretely which window it should be behind. Oh wait, it was that one. Okay. So is there actually... Oh. Yeah, there is a tell. Like the window is different, or... There's like less shading on... No, wait. It's not less shading, it's an egg in the top there. Okay, I guess that's something that you could use to find. But yeah, there is a tell, I guess. Good to know. But the point is, to find this secret, you're supposed to just go back and forth, like you did in the other egg rooms. Oh, okay. But now we're sort of like doing the same thing in Chapter 3, where it's not just straight up bringing you to the tree room, I guess. I don't actually know what to do after this. I might have to pause the episode again to look things up, but you might just be in it already. Chris, there you are. The patients are waiting for you. Yes, I know I'm quite small for a secretary. But knockoffs don't have the right to complain. Another knockoff. Is this one of the flying aces, or... is there just like some symbolism with all of this stuff being knockoffs or something? Tree room, huh? It seems to be occupied. Occupied? Oh. Could this be... lost where the forest would go? Because, like, it's a tree and all that, so... well, if we have to follow a pointed tail, we're not seeing that yet. Just kind of doing a perimeter check here. I feel like I've already done a complete perimeter check, though. One more run. Solid wall. Oh, it's a sink. It was something to interact with. It would be ridiculous if you painted something and there was nowhere to wash your hands. Painting. So there's some kind of painting? Oh, didn't actually realize we could actually play the sheet music. Oh my god. Wait, hang on. We're not doing any of this right now, but could you actually play this? Like, I guess you could. I guess Susie drew all this. Interesting. But what's all this about a painting? Or painting something? Trying to interact with other things in this room, but... oh. I'm sorry, I was so into drawing I didn't notice you. Are you here for art club? Right, this is where we draw pictures, and don't kill each other. What am I drawing? Oh, don't look, I'm not finished yet. How did I get here? I can't say I remember. I was in such a rush. I didn't look where I was going at all. Well, let's just try pressing X on whatever we can collide into, I guess. Oh, he's behind the tree. Are we at the tree? Already? Well, there's a man here. All that jumbled stuff about the forest and the pointed tail or whatever. Don't know what that has to do with anything. Well, he seems to be pointing at something and nodding. Oh no, wait. Well, we found the man, but not the egg. Well, there's a canvas here. Will you draw? Yeah. Chris picked up a pencil. They began by sketching what they had seen behind the tree. But as they sketched, the line began to err, as if the pencil had lost its way. So they started again, drawing over the lines they had already made. Many times, they would suddenly halt, or the pencil drifted into a new drawing. So they started over and over again. Before we continue, it feels like the whole thing was Gerson, right? About how the prophecy started off as it started out as a prophecy, then it was retold in his story, then retold in Dragon Blazers, and so on and so forth. Just like redrawing over things changing, or changing from what they were originally. And I think that has to do with what the man was talking about, how everything used to look like something else before, in Man Country. And now this. Through many repetitions, their movements became faster and smoother, until without looking, they had completed a sketch in a single, wild line. In the end, as a result of layering the sketches on top of each other, the surface of the canvas was nothing more than a monochrome smear. Right. That's what it would look like if you just kept on drawing over the same canvas, I guess. Sure, what is this a metaphor for, though? I mean, Chris is able to draw something now, I guess, whatever the man was. But now whatever we're looking at, it's just a smear. It's just a bunch of lines drawn all over each other. The original meaning lost, I guess. Whatever that means, I don't know. Next, a tree was painted over it. Painted over everything, leaving nothing but a simple, still life. After all, there wasn't anything to look at in the room besides a single tree. Chris got up. It seemed the painting was complete. But their hand, smudged with graphite, was still moving, as if to trace some unseen shape. An egg was picked up from a nearby easel. Okay. Nope, there it is. I used the egg last time, in Chapter 3, just in the Dark World. I might do the same here. It might go somewhere in the Light World. It didn't seem like it could do that in Chapter 3. Anything else to interact with? Are these things gone now? Well, there's not a man here. I mean, we can still interact with it, but... You ran water over your hands and dried them. Between your fingers, a faint gray crease glittered stubbornly. You can never wash it all away. Is that where we are right now? The part that couldn't wash away? The part that was used to prop up everything else? the sketch for Deltarune or whatever. Where's this other one though? Don't think we can talk to this other one that was here. Not anymore. I feel like there was collision here before. And that's just a sink. I guess that's everything. So, what's up with that room? Well, how did the session go? They say art is therapeutic. Which one of you was the patient, anyway? Well, you got paid, didn't you? Oh yeah, I guess we did get paid, so... that would make us the... what would that be? The therapist, I guess? Oops. Well, I guess I used it. If that goes somewhere in the light world, I guess I'll find out later. Or I could always, like, reload the save. Did we lose the... oh, I think we lost the room. Just wanted to step back in and check one more time in case something changed in that main room. At least now I know what to look for. The egg. Should be after the swirly guy. Or no, after this guy. There it is. It's actually easy to make out even if you're running, if you know where it is. What does this have to do with anything? That's it. I guess. I guess that's it. Just need to head back here. One more quick run through all of this stuff. And hopefully no more encounters with the enemies in that other realm. Should be able to do it in one straight shot. As long as I don't stop running, I think it is guaranteed. Damn. I got stopped. Damn. No way I'm getting enough TP now. And here we are. Back where we started the episode. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's save first of all. I guess over here. Or here? Yeah. We'll keep the second save slot in case I do actually need to put that egg somewhere in the light world. But I think we can call it an episode there. So yeah, now that I have this egg in save slot 1, I guess I can go through the process of defeating the Titan one more time and completing chapter 4 with this save slot in preparation for chapter 5. I'll do all of that off screen. Instead, for the rest of this episode, now that we're in this physical location, I can stitch in the rest of what I recorded chronologically before all this, which I figured would make more sense to have on the end of this episode, just because it's kind of, I guess, more climactic and exciting. With that said, I'll leave it up to Past Me, who is going to sound very confused about where the recording is going to be inserted into in whatever episode. but is going to close off the episode nonetheless. Until then. And back in, maybe. Don't know if this is going into some other supplementary episode, or if this is just getting tacked on to what I called the end of the episode just now. But loading back into this file, it seems there's something waiting for us. Back over there. Even further down. What exactly is this? Huh? Looks like that thing in Castletown. A way back to the light world. Did the door to the church crack open? What do we do? I guess we're going in. Wait. We can't leave now. Toriel might be... Susie. If you stay, I should stay too. Chris, if you're gonna go fast and direct, no messing around. Come back quick, Chris. I don't know if we will. Oh, it just brings us to Castletown. Tenna? Funky music emerges from the cafe and fills the town. You're filled with the power of Funky Town. I don't know. Don't save. Everyone's having fun, I guess. What the hell's all this? Guess everyone's still messing around here. Oh, what, do we get this now? We get all the recruits still here? What about... who was trying to flirt with this again? I don't know. Seems like they're drinking water. That's just the same. Oh, young hero, I beseech thee. Where is the VIP chamber? No clue. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to combine. I'll leave it to someone else, I guess. So what the hell do you actually want me to look at over here? Hello, boss. Welcome to TV Studio. You can play various minigames. They have no effect on anything, so just enjoy yourself and relax. Is it this? The password is 6453. Don't forget it. Well? In we go. Mike's room. Locked with a code. I didn't forget this, but I wondered if this might be something locked behind some super duper secret. I guess this is kind of that? You entered the numbers knowingly, because you told me. It's a statue. Same thing. All statues. It's a statue. It has cat ears. Pet it. Okay. Great. So what? Oh, there was more to the right. It's a very tall statue. It has cat ears. Surprisingly, you can't reach. all things we're too short for. It seems the mouse is terrified of the statue. You save the mouse from the cat statue. It considers you its hero. The mouse transforms from admiration. It looks like you can use the mouse with left stick and X. Alright, that's what this is. Yeah, this is something that had to be included as a bonus, right? I think Toby mentioned something about doing a special room for the Switch. I made use of the Switch controls, right? And so, for every other console or PC or whatever, it would just be some different control scheme, I guess. That's this room. Can we go in? Kinda hard to control. Can't really do anything with it. Open the treasure chest. Inside was TV dinner. We already have so many. It's a mysterious microphone-shaped crystal. It's engraved with buttons shaped like R2 in the letter's volume, or VOL. When pressed in, the whole room seems to make a noise. Should I save? I think we're fine. Hey, the heck are you doing in here? Didn't you read that door? No, it said Mike. If you didn't read it, how do you know what it said? What? What? You think you're Mike or something? You're Mike. Me? Yike. So you figured it out, did ya? Me? Yike. That's right. There's only one real Mike. And that's me. It's Mike, I guess. Mike our pet. Hey, nice to meet ya. It's me, Motor Mouse Mike, the microphone who croons and groans. Nice of you to drop by. Not at all. No. Look with your private eyes. This is a private room, see? We are live, we are on air, we are recording. You are background noise. Get out. Well, these 48 volts ain't gonna be touched for show. It's basically Flappy Bird. Mike is definitely a microphone. Great. I wonder how this boss fight goes when you're doing the Switch controls or whatever. Or for that matter for PC. I guess a mouse could literally be a mouse. Well, doesn't matter. We're here right now. I can look it up later. So, you like pets? That's right. It's me, Mike. Always has been, always will be. They call me Motor Mouse because I never stop talking, ever. I'm sure you heard me. You did, didn't you? You can't tune me out, no siree, yes siree. I'm always on the air, in the air, all around you, even within you. Now get out. Normal volume. Jam. That wasn't very normal volume to me. Mike combs his head back. Mike all day, Mike all night. I'm the best and most beloved, Tenna's favorite. Always there for him, never not there. I'm always there, never not. I do his therapy, his psychology, his analogies, his first aid, his last aid. His lemonade, his grenades, his eye drops, his nose drops, his cough drops. I tuck him in at night, I play his bedtime programs, I sing his theme song, and most of all, I record everything he ever says. And even some things he never says. Now get out. So far it just seems like a normal fight. Oh, you know what? We can also probably control this with the actual microphone inside the PS5 controller, right? Probably. I think Mike needs a little break. I'm not going to do that because I'm also, well, recording. I'll be back in a sec. I can probably just do that on my own time if I feel like it. Mike is definitely a cat. What? Mike got pet. Oh, we're doing cat petters now. Can't use the touchpad for this, it seems. Just a stick. Not really using any gimmicks of the controller, but that's fine. Mike dances silently, as he always does. Hey, don't look shocked. It's me, Mike. Mike who famously loves to talk. I'm going to talk right now. Listen. Did you hear? That was great, right? Real verbose. Gotta use all the controls. Can't exactly heal either. So I look a little different. Well, what's the big deal? I just changed my outfit. That little costume was so cramped. That's what was tiring me out. I still feel miserable. Miserable, I said. Miserable. We're doing all the controls now, I guess. It actually might be easier to just kind of talk, huh? Or we want to pet all the cats. Obviously. Alright, that's enough already. I'm not feeling quite myself. I think I really need to take a break. I said I think Mike really needs to take a break. Mike is definitely a cowboy. Nice to meet ya. It's me, Big Mouse Mike. They calls me that, because I don't shut up, see? This is a private room. We got private, eyes. We've been investigating you. We like what we see. Keep it up. I'm afraid I don't understand. It only goes in one direction, huh? Oh no, it goes in both directions. Does this actually work if I turn on the microphone like that? It doesn't seem to be working, no. Strange. Maybe it's specifically for the Switch, those funny controls. Mike seems slightly uncomfortable in their jacket. Nice to meet ya. Some more. I'm still Mike. Big Mouse Mike. Sorry, I mean Motor Mouse Mike. My name's Motor Mouse Mike. Yeah, Modern Mouse Mike, you know. I don't know if we're doing good or bad on damage. We're just kind of doing it. Nice to meet you again. Some more again. It's me, Modern Mike, and my mouth is big, because I talk a lot. Motor Mouse Mike. My name is Motor Mouse Mike. Yeah, what he said. I'm Motor Mike. Motor Mouse. Not a cat for some reason. What does Mike say next? Don't ask that idiot. You're Mike. Oh yes. So why can't I say whatever as I want? Alright, that's it. Look, I admit it. There's more than one Mike. More than one. And now that you know, there's no way we can let you out of here alive. Wait, more than one Mike? Is that lore? Is that supposed to be lore? Like Uphead. Usually we split this all up. One Mike does all the talking. One Mike is the muscles. One Mike's the cat. And one Mike, listens. You gotta have a mic that listens. Give the cat a bath. Pet the other cats. Almost missed that one. Which one's the real mic? Aren't they all real? Everyone thinks there's only one mic. One. But there ain't. There's, 2. 3. Sorry, I forget him because he doesn't talk. Didn't need to run through that. Mics are getting ready to turn it up. But we can't let this get out, no. If people knew there was more than one mic, everyone would want to be Mike. Well, we're not letting that happen. Boys, it's time for our ultimate attack. Just keep hitting the mics, I guess. Got it. That didn't work so good. Boss, can we just use our normal attacks? What? No, no way. I mean, wait. These are our normal attacks. Alright. Take out your gun, buddy. Wait, timeout, timeout. Right, that guy's a cat under the hat. Sorry, I admit it. It was so hard doing what Tenna wanted. I couldn't do it alone. I needed more. More mics. And along the way I forgot who I really was. But you helped me remember. I'm the only mic. The real one. These two guys are fakes. Beat them up. Make them pay for being so stupid. Alright, I admit it. None of us are actually Mike. We're just kind of in charge of Mike's room. Unofficially. Okay, so I guess we never actually met the real Mike. Why is Mike so important? Who cares? It's lore, right? Tenna's always talking to Mike, right? Well, you see, sometimes he wants to come to this room and visit him. It's been that way since TV World. But he gets really moody if Mike isn't there, and takes it out on us. Now here's the thing about that. Mike has never been here, not once. And in order to stop Tenna from getting his nose twisted up, we just started taking turns pretending to be him. And you know what the weird thing is? It actually worked. As long as there's a mic, Tenna actually believes it. Obviously we couldn't let you in here, or you'd snitch. But it's too late now. Our conspiracy is busted. Just before you tell Tenna, let me ask you one thing. Who's Mike? Who is he? 'Cause none of us have ever seen him. None of us. Ever. Yeah. Just poking fun at the fans, huh? I don't really know too much about this side of the conspiracy. But I'm sure nobody else does either. Every time Tenna asks Mike to do something, it's either like he just does it himself, or we do it secretly, or it just sort of happens. So who is Mike? Who is he? Is he just Tenna's imaginary friend? Is he Tenna's alter ego? Like some alternate personality or something? And why the hell does he get so much love and attention? If the weather guys are second in command, what does that make him? What if it's us? Us? Yeah, we've been pretending to be Mike doing stuff. What if when we pretend to be Mike, we's actually Mike? What? It's always been us? Then where'd the idea of Mike come from in the first place? Beats me. This doesn't make any sense. What about you? You came to this room. Are you Mike? Are you? Huh? Are ya? Are ya? I give up. As long as someone's Mike, it'll work out. Okay. You don't really like looking at this sort of thing. Well, I kind of do. Sometimes, in video format. This isn't the same hallway. Hello? I guess we're turning back. Right? Right? Good God. Was that Mike? Is that it? Okay. Kinda scary. Well, we're turning back. Very quickly now. I guess we're leaving. Talk to Mouse to play various Mike minigames. I guess we're unlocked to the Mike minigame room. Is it just going to be the same? I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make this supplementary stuff, or if I'm just going to scrap this footage. We'll see. The mouse is ready to play. Zoe. Oh, I didn't see the instructions. Put on your shoe, hay, and sprint. It's raining cats and cats. Bring chosen ones to the Ark. Controls mouse only. Okay. The chosen ones to the Ark. Got it. Oh, is that a combo? Oh, we gotta catch the cat before it hits the bottom. What exactly constitutes a combo? Oh, we got hit. I mean, if you're gonna make these controls for that one fight, might as well make these little games. There are 3 of them, I guess. Same thing with the rhythm game, right? There are a couple more songs I haven't played. New high score. The music was on, but it didn't seem to do anything. I guess that was music. It's the Michael bomb. It resets the high score of all Michaels to 0. Resisted the temptation of Michael. Guess that's only a bronze. It's a mysterious microphone-shaped crystal. It's engraved with a button shaped like R2 in the letter's volume. Pressing R2 doesn't do anything now. With the highest score, maybe the real mic? Hey boss, talk to the little guys. I don't know what's up. Me? Hi, yike. What's up? It's me, the real mic. Why? A few minutes out of this room, and we all decided we couldn't take it. There can't be no Mike. And there can't be more than one Mike. So which one of us, the real one? That's where you come in, see? See, the real Mike would be the strongest, right? So each of us is ready to fight you again, minigame style. The one you get the most points against has got to be the real Mike. I see. I just played a game without knowing the rules. Batat is to avoid Batat and get cats with mouse. Volume and speed makes blue cat. Combine for rare cats. Mouse and volume. And jongler. Jongle cats into the hoop. Oh, your voice controls gravity. Combo with simultaneous cats. How does this work? Pretty sure this doesn't actually use my voice though. It's actually kind of hard to... Oh wait, because... Oh, the gravity becomes... Okay, I see, I didn't notice that. Gravity becomes higher when you hold the button. Got it. I got nothing. I want to combo 2 cats, if I can. Kind of. I guess we did it. Can we do 3 cats in a combo? Not with this strategy. Well, I guess we can. That's actually a way higher score. And the last one. The one with the most confusing instructions. Invert volume. What are we doing again? Combining cats? I guess that was a high score, but how do you play this? I maybe need the instructions again. This song though. We're just kind of running out of fuel. I was at a new high score. Avoid Batat and get cats with mouse. Volume and speed makes blue cat. Combine for rare cats. We just keep running out of fuel though. Tan always said Mike acted different after the other guy left. What other guy? What different? I have no idea how to play this game. Do we just hold down the volume button? That can't be it. We're just doing it wrong. Fuel just keeps going down though. Do we want to do that? Oh, that restores our fuel, maybe? Do we have to run into these? No, we have to do that and then touch them, okay. I think that restores fuel. Controls are a bit hard. I don't think that actually restores fuel. just touch this one. Okay, it does. So yeah, that's the gimmick, or whatever. Nope, don't want to combine those. Just understanding the controls is a bit of a mystery, but once you understand, there's at least something to go for. You gotta cash in your count at some point, you can't just carry it forever. Nope, don't want that. Alright, I guess that's enough. One more try. As soon as I say one more try, or I say... I don't know, as soon as I say that's enough, I just feel the need to give it one more try. Like one more honest try. One better than that. Just missed that. Oh no. That went poorly. Didn't notice it would go in that direction. Alright, cash that in, I guess. Damn, it just exploded. You know what, we're done. It's me, Small Mike. I'm the real Mike, finally. Now I'll get to sing Rockabye Baby to tennis cupboard all by myself. Wait, that's not what I want. Let somebody else sing. Just dancing, not the real Mike. Hey boss, talk to the little guys. This guy's not the real Mike, so he doesn't say anything different. Alright, reset those scores. You hesitated. Michael Bombo really set all high scores to 0. I'm serious. You pressed in the letters Michael. Reset. How do you feel about that? Who knows, it's a tie. Hurry up and get a high score, kid. No. We're done. Well, that was fun. Maybe we can do one of these? I guess at this point it's just a supplementary episode, an extra right after the ending of Chapter 4. Might as well. Give me the song. We'll play it on normal. It's normal mode right now, but that's probably the most I can handle when normal mode starts to get hard, like that. Hard for me. Kind of have to count there in my head. 1, 2, 3 and all that. Whenever there's 3 in a row. Okay, that's a new one. Susie said we had to be right back, right? But it's okay because Susie's also ditching the story with us right now. I guess there aren't any lyrics to this one, so also it's just kind of clapping along. I'm no good at this one. I'm no good at any of them. Still kind of fun though. Be more fun if we actually got it right. Damn, I messed up the finale. Well, at least it's a new high score, because there was no score before. Oh no, don't give me a rating. I'll be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Alright. Well, we'll do another one. TV time. Normal mode. When the notes start to overlap, that's when things get really hard. This is like a slightly different arrangement, isn't it? I don't think this guitar was here before. Or was it? You know, this version of the song might have only been playing when we actually played this minigame during the fight. So I guess we have kind of seen bits and pieces of this song before, whenever we were thrown at it during the boss fight. Which means I have no excuses for those. I should at least be able to get a B rank, right? I've seen it before. It's just 2 buttons, but it's still pretty fun. Especially when the music is great. Damn. There goes my big combo. And once again, I screw up the finale. Only 8 missed notes, right? So, at least a B rank? I didn't embarrass myself completely? Maybe? Oh, an A rank. Better than I thought. But still, kind of embarrassing that I'm celebrating an A rank on the easy mode, basically. And I guess I got an S rank on this somehow. Don't know how. I guess it was like my second time playing it. Well, don't know how long this episode has been going on, but might as well close off with some actual challenge, right? Let's try one song on hard, this one. Alright. I'm probably just gonna be booted out after failing really hard, right? Or it might just keep on going, embarrassing me, until the very end. It actually looks a bit different. Like the frame rate. I think because of the lyrics. It might be the same chart, or whatever it's called, just more precise with the button presses. Can't actually tell. The buttons do feel more unforgiving. Well, I guess I should say less forgiving than usual, because it's usually really forgiving. At least I got that. A little too early. This song's a bit shorter than the other ones. Less chances to mess up. 25 misnotes. B rank? Maybe even a C? Oh. I guess they were kind for some reason. How'd that happen? Well, we got an S rank somehow. I don't know. I guess you could get a T rank if you did it perfectly. Not in my video, though. Well, that's that. We should probably get back to Susie and the rest, huh? Right. No detours, that's why we can't explore around the light world. Took you long enough. Hope you, had a good time, Chris. Yeah. Real great time. Well, we're just gonna go over here. Back to where the save was originally. And this is where we're gonna wait. Until 2026, I guess. Until Deltarune Chapter 5 comes out, purportedly. Who knows, maybe things will happen and the game will get delayed, but somehow I don't think so. If they're that confident to actually say it's gonna be 2025. So for one last time, let's get the legendary heroes posing, by which I mean just facing the same direction, like that. Close enough to a pose, I guess. Closest I can get. With just moving them around. So until 2026 comes and, I guess, Chapter 5 releases, these three are going to be standing here, staring at the screen, while I, pretty much just in general, prepare all the perfect saves needed for Chapter 5. I'll be doing that in the background. But as for right now would be a good time to take a break.